Hey guys, this is Dara from My Temple Wellness. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to eat healthy on a budget. So if you want to learn more about that, please stay tuned. So let's get right into it. So one of the number one things that I think that we are all doing now, and it's one of the best ways to save, is to eat at home, right? And so a lot of times in the past, where we weren't stuck at home, eating out quite a bit. And there are some people who are probably still eating out, and that's totally fine. However, if you are able to cook at home, then that is the number one way to save. Okay, so you're making your own food at home. It's the number one way to save. Okay, so I want to encourage you to do that. And if you're writing these down, just jot that down. So cooking at home is the number one thing on my list for staying healthy and also having a good budget, right? And saving. So something that I want to mention about cooking at home as well. So when you cook at home, guys, you're actually avoiding a lot of foodborne illnesses. So one of the things that we find, okay, is that people who are eating in restaurants are more prone to getting ill. So there is some benefit. Not only is it financial benefits, but you know what goes into your food and you're avoiding these foodborne illnesses. So I highly recommend eating at home. And I know we see it. Everybody's eating at home right now. But when we go back to normal, somewhat of a normal life, I want you guys to keep that in mind. It's just another way to also avoid getting foodborne illness. Now, one of the other things that I have on my list is choosing seasonal vegetables. So when you are eating fruits and vegetables that are in season, you're going to actually save, right? So whatever is in season, eat that at that time. All right, and also shop at farmers markets. So farmers markets are going to have quite a bit, especially now we're coming into the summer season. Hopefully we let out, we'll be able to go back outside. The farmers market is going to have a whole lot more options for us to choose from. Okay, so farmers market, a great option for us. The other thing that I would like to mention is frozen foods. Now I have some frozen foods in my fridge, and I want to share with you guys some of those. So here are a couple of frozen foods that I have in my refrigerator. So I have some frozen okra. You can see that. And this was so excellent. I couldn't believe that I was able to find this, right? Because I absolutely love okra. I love it fresh, but because of what we're going through right now, it's good to also find frozen items, and you can actually save, right? So frozen items, this is frozen artichokes. And so these things are generally a lot less. When it comes to frozen food, a lot of people actually happen to think that you're not going to be getting the same nutritional value, but you actually are, because once it's been harvested, it is frozen right away. So it's secure all the nutrients. The nutrients has been secured. So the frozen option is actually not a bad idea. And like I just said before, it's one of the great ways that you can save. It's a good option. When you don't have items in season, it's a great way to get the food that you're looking for frozen. The other option is buying in bulk. You can, when you can, buy in bulk. And what I mean, buying in bulk could just mean you're buying a lot of the beans in a larger bag versus, let's say, getting a canned item. Now, while I'm on this note, I'll point out that when you buy the, let's say this is black beans, for example, when you buy it in this form, it's healthier. You're also saving. But if you buy it in a can, guys, I want to point something out to you. What you want to make sure that you're doing if you get in a can, you're looking for this right here. The BPA lining. You want to have non-BPA lining, and that's important because, as you all know, BPA is definitely not something you want to ingest in your body. And so whatever you purchase, anytime you purchase canned items, just make sure you're trying to get the non-BPA lining cans. Not a lot of supermarkets are selling that. I know that Whole Foods has it. I haven't really seen it anywhere else, but I want to encourage you to start doing that. Start trying to find cans without the BPA lining. And the other thing I want to mention is leftovers. One of the number one things that you can do to save is to eat your leftovers. So while I'm on that note, I want to mention to you also, when you are purchasing the containers for your leftovers, please make sure that you're purchasing BPA free pans, whether it's it can be plastic and BPA free, but if you can afford to get the glass container, those last a lot longer than the plastic. And think about it, you can actually warm that in a microwave if you need to, and so you're sort of saving yourself, all around, I would say. But it's healthier for you to get the glass container versus getting the container that is plastic that could be BPA free, right? But that's one of the ways to also save, is to eat your leftovers. Okay, so now that we've gone through the entire list, I'm just going to do a quick recap. So remember, you want to cook at home, and this is all the things that you want to do if you want to eat healthy on a budget. Okay, so you want to cook at home, and when you cook at home, you want to make sure before you go to the supermarket to get your food that you are getting the value for your dollar by clipping coupons. You're also going to be taking advantage of any store value card that they have, those little cards that you put on your keychain. You also want to take advantage of the store flyer. You want to take advantage of those. Those tell you what the sales are. Next item on the list was to eat seasonal foods. So you want to make sure you're eating in season. Out of season is a lot more expensive. So choose foods that are in season. You also want to choose frozen foods, and those frozen foods generally are substituting for the foods that are out of season, right? And that's where you're going to be saving. You also want to buy in bulk, not crazy, but buy in bulk so that you can save. Okay, and also eating leftovers, another way for you to save. So I hope that this video will be helpful for you, and you'll be able to actually have some savings by doing these tips that I've provided for you. So again, if this video has been helpful, please share it, please like it.